Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. வேதமுடன் ஆழ்வார்கள் அருளிச் செயலும் சீரிய நல்வாக்குடன் இனிய அமுதெசையும் பற்பல கற்பித்து நம்மை உய்யவிக்கும் தொண்டு ஆற்றிடும் நம் ஆசான் ஸ்ரீ ஸ்ரீநிதி வாழ்க பல்லாண்டு. ராமாஜ தயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராக்கிய பூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத் வெங்கடநாதாரியம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேசிகம் லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாதயாமன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्म रुक्म व्यामोहतस्तराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि. Namaskaram to everyone. Today I will be speaking on significance of Kaisika Ekadashi. In a year, we know that around 25 Ekadashis come. In that, two are very important for Vaishnavites. One is Kaisika Ekadashi and the other is Vaikuntha Ekadashi. This Kaisika Ekadashi is also known by many other names like Uttana Ekadashi, Guruvayoor Ekadashi, Kaumuda Ekadashi, Kaisika Ekadashi and so on. It falls on the Tamil month of Kartikai, Shukla Paksham 11th day. This Ekadashi has more significance in the two temples, Ranganatha temple at Srirangam and Thirukkurungudi temple. Kaisika Ekadashi gets its name from the devotion showed by Nampadwan. The legend goes that Kaisika Puranam finds a place in Varaha Puranam. It is in the 48th chapter of Varaha Puranam. It has 88 slokams and 4 slokas narrating the Falashruti. Varaha Puranam was narrated by Lord Varaha to Bhumi Pirati. When the Lord was lifting the god from the Patalam, at that time Pirati asked God, can you suggest some simple way for my children, Bhaktas, to obtain Sadgati? This was the question. At that time, Lord suggested many ways. One of them is singing in praise of him. Immediately, Bhumi Pirati asked for some evidence to confirm that singing his praise resulted in Sadgati to somebody. The narration of this incident is the content of Kaisika Puranam. It contains the story of a devotee whose devotion filled with music overflowed and melted the Lord of Thirukkurungudi. We are going to see the commentary written by Sri Parasara Bhattar. Sri Parasara Bhattar is considered as the avataram of Lord Ranganatha of Srirangam. He is the son of Sri Kurattalva and Andal. His commentaries on Kaisika Puranam is also known as Kaisika Mahatmyam. Kaisika Puranam narrates an instance in a place in Tamil Nadu, Thirukkurungudi, which is a Divya Desham, which is 40 kilometers from Tirunelveli. It is at the foot of Mahendra Hill. Perumal Nambi is in 3 states, Kidanda Nambi, Irunda Nambi and Nindra Nambi. Tirupparkadal Nambi is situated about 1 mile away from the main temple, and Malayamal Nambi, which is on top of Mahendra Hill, is about 8 kilometers. 4 Alvars have sung Pasunam in Thirukkurungudi Nambi, Periyalvar, Nammalvar, Thirumangai Alvar and Thirumaisha Alvar. In fact, Thirumangai Alvar attained salvation at the feet of Lord Nambi. In the Kaisika Puranam, there are 2 main characters. One is Chandala, belonging to Chandala community, that is Nampadwan, and the other is Rakshasa, Brahma Rakshas. Nampadwan lived a zealous devotee of Lord Nambi. He passionately sung and worshipped Lord Nambi. He belonged to very low caste, Chandala they call. As he was an outcast, he was not allowed to enter into temple. Kaisika Puranam doesn't give any name to this Chandala. But Parasara Bhattar, while writing the commentary, kept the name Nampadwan. Nampadwan was observing every Ekadashi very ardently. In fact, he was observing Nirjala Upasam, not even water. He was doing this continuously for 12 years. Nammalvar has sung a Pasuram, with keeping Nampadwan in his mind perhaps. The Pasuram is Moonam Pattu, Yeyam Tiruvazhmozhi, 9th Pasuram. Kulam Tangum Jadigal Nalilum Kizhende Ettane Nalamta Nilade Chandalargalagilum Valam Tangu Shakarat Annal Manivannak all in the Ul Kalandar Adiyar Tam Adiyar Yam Adigale. The gist is that even those who are born in caste lower than the four Varnas, those who are Chandalas, outcast or untouchable, are gods for me if they are the devotees of the devotees. God does not discriminate between the bhaktas on the basis of the caste, creed, community, sex, position in society, as seen in Swami Desika's 10th Pasuram of Daya Shatakam. The second character is Demon Brahma Rakshas. In the previous birth, this demon was a Brahmin called Soma Sharma, and while performing a yaga to invoke the blessings of the god, he committed lot of sins, apacharam, and earned a severe curse. He died before completing the yaga and died within 5 days. In the next birth, that is the current one, he got the form of Brahma Rakshas. On the 12th year, Kaisika Ekadashi night of the Shukla Paksham, Nampadwan left for the temple after observing fast to sing some pasurams using various punts, ragas on Thirukkurungudi Nambi. Suddenly, he was accosted by the demon Brahma Rakshas. The demon threatened Nampadwan and said that he would eat him alive as he had no food for 10 days. The demon also said it would make Devatarpanam from the blood of Nampadwan and eat the flesh. In one way, Nampadwan was happy that his days on the earth is coming to an end. But he made a request. He said that he will finish the vratam going to the temple and then return so that he can take him. Nampadwan, whatever request he made, it was not convincing. The demon who held the Nampadwan very tightly, it said, who the hell on this earth will return once he escapes from the clutches of a demon? Nampadwan spoke about Satya Sankalpam. He said, the world has created through promises and continues to exist as a result of trust of each other. Satya Moolam Jagat Sarvam Lokas Satya Pratishtitaha Nahyam Mitya Pravakshyami Satyameva Vadamyaham. The demon was not convinced, even with these words. It held his hands more tightly. It was at this juncture, Nampadwan made 18 promises to convey that if he did not return, after finishing the vratam at the temple, he will be subject to the hell described in these 18 promises. Slokams 33 to 50 of the Kaisika Puranam describes these 18 promises, each slokam one promise. Let us see what are those promises. The first promise Nampadwan made is simple. For not keeping any promise, everybody will be sent to some hell. Let me be punished for that. The second one is Paradara Apahara, sin of creating adultery. Then, when people are sitting together for food, we should serve the same food to everyone. If you differentiate in the quality of food to the owner and others, then it amounts to apacharam. Then donating a piece of land to a Brahmin, but later taking it back is a sin. A man enjoying the company of a young girl and later refusing to marry is the next one. Having performed Tarpanam on Amavasya day and having personal relation with his own wife, having sumptuous food in person's house and later speaking ill of him, that is lack of gratitude. Man making a promise to give his daughter for marriage to a person but later retracts. Having food before bath, we should not have food before bath in generally every day, but in specifically it is told in Shastras that we should, if we have food before bath on Shashti, Ashtami, Chaturdashi and Amavasya, it amounts to a sin. The 10th one is you make promise to do some donation, but later don't do it. Then alluring the wife of a friend who helped him in great deal. Then having extra meditation with the wife of a guru or a king. Person having two wives showing more love towards one and disregarding the other. Divorcing a chaste wife who was solely dependent on that person. Obstructing a herd of thirsty cows from having water when it is thirsty. Killing a Brahmin. Addiction to liquor. Stealing gold and breaking a vow. Worshipping deities other than Vasudeva, who is omniscient. All these did not convince our Brahma Rakshas. When he told the 18th one, Lord Narayana is the supreme deity. Comparing with other deities is not correct. When this was told, immediately it removed its hand and agreed to leave Nampadavan to go to the temple to offer his prayers and then return. That is the importance of Narayana is everything. That is where, since he was a Brahmin in the earlier birth, he believed in it. Now he went to the temple. As usual, he sang lot of songs on Nambi with thought of love, Sringarasam, which is termed Kaisika. Nampadavan, after finishing the Vratam, he returned. While going towards the demon, he was accosted by a grand old man who inquired him, why you are going so fast? Where are you going? He replied, I am going to meet Brahma Rakshas and offer myself as food. The grand old man was none other than Lord Narayana, who wanted to test if Nampadwan was firm in keeping up his commitment. The Lord blessed Nampadwan and disappeared. Now Nampadwan met Brahma Rakshas, told the demon he has come back as promised, that it can consume him and be happy. The demon remembered his previous birth and his name and why he got this demon form in the current birth. The demon was told that it will get pariharam for the sin if it meets a bhakta of Chandala's clan. Now it is other way around. The demon did not want to eat Nampadwan. On the contrary, he started addressing Nampadwan Mahamanubhava and did Sharanagati to Nampadwan and begged Nampadwan to give the punyams of the songs he sang to Nambi. After a lot of discussion between the two, the demon asked Nampadwan to give the punyam of at least the last song, which is called Kaisikam. Nampadwan agreed. After this conversation, the demon took a Brahmin body and attained salvation. The 88th slokam of this is called Kaisika Charama Slokam, which reads, Yanmaya Paschimam Geetam Swairam Kaisika Muttamam Falena Tasya Badram Te Moksha Ishyami Kilbishat. Now, Kaisika Ekadashi, how it is celebrated? Ranganatha temple at Srirangam. Namperuman, the Utsava deity of Lord Ranganatha, makes his way to the Arjuna Mandapam. Via Kili Mandapam, Namperuman is present with Tiruvayamozhi, Tirumozhi, Kaisika Puranam, and Vaikunta Moksham. Lord is offered with 365 Pachai Vadam silk sarees. What is this significance of 365 sarees is, it is given on the same day at the same time, is just to seek the pardon of the Lord if on any day during the year there was any shortcoming in the vastram offered to the Lord. After offering savory every time, the Archakar will offer Tambulam, Pachai Karpuram and Arati. After these are completed, Lord is taken back to the Sanctum Sanctorum through the flight of steps. Lord will be showered flowers mixed with Pachai Karpuram. It will be a great sight to watch. The entire episode is called Karpura Padi Yettara Sevai. Now, at Thirukkurungudi Nambi, this is where a story of Nampadavan is performed in the form of dance drama. The performance goes past midnight. The three main characters are Nampadavan, Brahma Rakshas, and old man Lord Nambi. The stage artist will be honored after the drama is completed. Then we will have Araya Sevai, recital of Kaisika Puranam. After Shatumari at the end, Lord will stay in the Kaisika Mandapam whole night, and Dwadashi Puja will be performed the next day at that Mandapam itself. Then Guruvayoor also, it has Kaisika Ekadashi has got a significance. In fact, Kaisika Ekadashi one more name is Guruvayoor Ekadashi. After the temple is open on Ekadashi for Nirmalya Darshan at 3 o'clock, it is closed only the next day morning, Dwadashi day, 9 o'clock. After the morning Siveli, the Ekadashi, there is a grand elephant procession to Parthasarathi temple since it is regarded as Gitopadesham day also. On Ekadashi, after night puja, famous Ekadashi Vilak with elephant procession takes place and provides a finale to the festival. What are the benefits of listening to Kaisika Mahatmyam? What is for performing Ekadashi, observing the Ekadashi? First, if you listen to Kaisika Puranam, we would get benefit of doing Ashwamedha Yaga. We also get there are the benefits of reading Vedas. If Tulasi Puja is performed on Ekadashi and Dwadashi, all sins will be destroyed. On this day, if we recite Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam, we will be rid of Brahmatya Dosham and Putra Dosham. Those who read or listen to this Puranam will be showered with Lord's abundant mercy. In fact, Slokam 90 of the Puranam says that one who sings with devotion in front of the Lord without expecting any fruits, the Lord will remove all the obstacles that come in the way of the Chetanam reaching moksha. Slokam 92, on Kaisika Dwadashi day, also known as Kaumuda Dwadashi, if someone sings this, the Lord addresses them as Sriman and further says that the devotee will sing Pallandu for him in Sri Vaikuntham. That means moksha is assured. Mama Lokancha. What are the life lessons we should get from this Puranam? True bhakti is enough to attain him. Caste of a person is insignificant. We should keep any promise made, whatever the difficulties we may encounter. Should treat everyone equal at all times and at all places. We should not cancel a marriage at the last moment when all the arrangements have been made and the boy and the girl have liked each other unless there is a sufficient ground for doing the same. We should never do harm to any friend. We should not speak ill of a person from whom we got some help. We should be grateful. And then lastly, as a prapanna, we should not pray other gods since Sriman Narayana is all powerful and supreme. He is the only one who has the power of creation and granting moksham. Parasara Bhatta Tiruvadigalé Sharanam. Site Manase Susvaste Sharire Satyonnaraha Dhatu Samye Site Smarta Vishwa Rupam Chamamajam Tatastam Miyamanam Tu Kasta Pashana Sannibam Aham Smarami Madbhaktam Na Paramam Gatim. Thanks to everyone. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.